Oh. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. And my name is Zhennan Zhang. My name is Zhennan Zhang. I'm Dr. Yan Yuchen's second PhD student. Now I'm his only PhD student because Juan in our lab, he just graduated this Tuesday. This guy just graduated this Tuesday. Now it's Dr. Juan, so he cannot come here to show this Abaqus. And last week, Dr. told me to help him to finish this Abaqus demonstration. I'm super excited, and I think we can learn together, even though I'm not very familiar with software, but I think I can try my best to show step by step, and it's a good chance for us to learn together. Yeah, I have made a very specific slides, and yeah, and I can share with you guys if you want. So before the class, I'd like to know, you all have model from the last class, because in this class we will follow up last class model and do some mesh work. Yeah, if you don't have it, you can copy from me. You use this USB flash drive. Okay, good. So before the class, I'd like to have a very brief review of some key steps in the Abaqus. So every time I do a simulation, I will review this step every time, because I hope I don't make any mistake every time. So you must finish every step every time in your simulation. Yeah, first one is the first part. I think Juan has done this part in the last class. In this part, you can design a model and design a geometry, or you can import some 3D or 2D geometry from other software and property, like define materials property and some section property, this kind of thing, and assembly. Yeah, in our case, you just do a 2D, one model case. So it's not that important, but you also need to put your model into assembly. And the steps in this step, and into define what kind of simulation you are going to do. Some static, dynamic, or thermal, this kind of thing, and interaction. Define some contact. Yeah, I think in this model we don't need to do this interaction in our model. So in this class, we will focus on the mesh part. Yeah, have you reviewed the Dr. Chen's document? The doctor has a document about this class. Let me show you Dr. Chen. This menu. Have you ever reviewed this? This one? Yeah. If you didn't, no worries. That'd be great, because I think his software is too old, and there are some difference between our version and the doctrine's version. So it may cause some confusion to you. So you can just follow me or follow my slides. I hope everyone in this class can make this simulation well. Yeah, I summarized in this class. It should be case 2, right? Case 2, yeah. Then in this class, we will have I summarized these 4 key points for this simulation. First one, the geometry split. That means you should divide this model into several parts, some small pieces, and to match it. And the sequence fails. In this part, you need to define the density, the mesh density in different areas, and structure mesh. And there are a lot of benefits for structure mesh. I will describe it, explain it when we are doing this. And the last one, the result output. I will show you how to output some very clean result with a very clean background and make it beautiful. Okay, let's start. The first step we need to open the software Abaqus. It may take some time, and don't close this window. Don't close this window. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, the first step, we need to open our last model. Here is these two here. And then we should go to the mesh part. If you still have the mesh from last class, I think you may need to delete all the mesh, all the seeds here. If you don't need how to delete them, you can follow me here, and delete mesh is here. If you have this vertical model, we can do our work. Firstly, we should select the mesh, the sand element tag. So in this mesh, we are going to use the plane stress element here. And you should unmark to reduce integration, because for some reduced integration, it can cause the simulation not reliable. So mesh and sand element tag. There may be this warning, this error here, because in our last class and in the assembly, and we use independent sample. So here we can make the mesh in assembly. We should click here, assembly, and then come to the element tag. Plane stress is the default one, so you don't need to change it. Even this step, just unmark to reduce integration, and it becomes CPS4. That's good. Click OK. And the next step, we should divide this sample, this model, into 4 parts. The reason behind the geometry split is because we need some geometry in our structure mesh. There are some typical 2D topology geometries or 3D topology geometries. When you can divide your sample into this kind of parts, your 2D geometry, or this kind of geometry in your 3D geometry, you mean the sample can be meshed well. Here, we should select this one, partition face, sketch. and create a lens to cut your sample, cut your model. One time, two times, middle plate. One, two, middle, and middle plate. Middle plate. Right. Now you can see a sample has been divided into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, we can come back to the geometry part. Yeah, it's very similar like this one, so it means it's good. Now what should we do next? Yeah. At this part, we should add some seeds in the land, because the structure mesh will mesh all the sample, not mesh all the geometry based on these seeds. So there is some difference. There are some difference between doctrine's version, the document from doctrine, and because it's too old. So for the Abaqus software, Abaqus company, they have changed something in the menu. So here, you can follow me. Just click the C, hold, and yeah, the C, and select this one, down, and number, single, and you can see the arrow here, and because sometimes we hope to add more elements, to increase the elements density, the mesh density in some important area. So the hole can be regarded as an important area. So the arrow, the direction of the arrow should be toward the hole. Here we do 8 elements. We hope to give 8 elements, and the Bell's ratio is 3 on the document. Here, this direction, yeah, there's a very specific slide. 8. And then we will select another line here. Yeah, when you see the arrow direction is not what you want, just click. The number single 8, 3. Apply. Yeah, and then we should go to the hole. Yeah, from the document, the hole we only give the Bell's ratio is 1. It means there's no grading. The gap between different seeds is 1. You can also use none, the Bell's none. Why the Bell's none? That's 1. So the same. So I just click 1. 8. And then, yeah, there's some benefits. Why are you going to use mesh balancing? And there are a lot of benefits. If you are very tracy, you can copy my slides and have a detailed review on this part. And then we are going to another line, another boundary. Outlet, the outlet is. We just need to remember, and the number of the seeds is 4, and the no bells of Bell's ratio 1. Actually, you can click these 2 lines together and use shift. 1, 2, and down. The number and this should be 4. Okay, now we have the seeds in every line, and we cannot match it directly. If you mesh this part, directly, there will be some. You cannot get what structure you want. So there will be another very important part to make this part can be a structural mesh. Here, we should select the mesh. Oh, it's too small, right? Okay, no problem, you can just follow me. You can just this one, mesh control, set mesh controls here. Yeah, we are going to use core and structure mesh. And you cannot click OK directly and you redefine the region. And select new. So in this structure meshing, we are going to select 4 corners here, 4 points. So from document we know that we will unmark. I select this one. So what can I do to unmark this one? Click Control and right click this one. Now the mesh will firstly based on these 4 points and then extend to the whole area and down. Okay. You see this area become green. It means it can be meshed using a structure meshing. And now we can mesh this area as a whole and mesh region and mesh region. Down. Now it looks good. Have you followed me and got this meshing? If not, I can go up this to have a look. It looks good. And then we can copy. Yeah, there's some additional information about the redefining region corners, why we should this, and how can we have some good meshing. So if you are interested, you can just go into this click this link and have a look. Then we can copy the 3 steps into another 3 parts. Yeah, I think we can do it together, and you can also do it in your computer. Just remember, firstly you should select the seeds in every lens, and then you should go to the mesh controls to change it to structure mesh, and then using region meshing, mesh region. Yeah, let's do it. Firstly, select the lens. I will go the graded seeds. 1 and shift down. And this one should be 8 and 3. Shift. And for me, because I want to save some time, I selected all the lines together. You can also do it with no way. And now it's 1. And the number of elements 4, 5. Now let's go to the whole. 1, 2, 3, down. 8. And then we should use a structure meshing. We should select this part, the structure meshing, and the region, the first region, the main region of this meshing pair. Yeah, and we should go to the mesh control. First, structure mesh, we define corner, control, unmark this part, start. Yeah, I think for this simulation, I think this part when you it's a step that can make some mistake. It's really easy to make mistake because when you are in this part and you cannot guess back what option you want. The second part, down, hard, structure mesh, define reading, selection, control. Select you. Okay. Now we should mesh every region one by one. You may not use the whole. Yeah. Now I think you have seeds all the. You have added all the seeds every line. Actually, you can use this one directly, not the region, just the whole symbol. Then you can get this one. I think this is what doctrine wants because I have this document doctrine one. Yeah. Make sure the mesh looks exactly like the one shown here. It's not in the mistake. Now, almost safe. Looks good. Yeah, you can follow this step to do that. Yeah, let me have a look at it. If you can see it clear. Yeah, I think this maybe most difficult part in this class. Okay. When you get this one, you can go to the drop. And submit your job. Your job and great job. Great. Because our model is super small, so it's okay. You can use the default setting. And then we can go to the data check. Yeah, I think there will be no mistake because you just copy this model from your previous class. If you can run this model in your last class, it should be good. Now in this class, we just give the sample another information. That's good, and you can submit your job. It may take some time, and it depends on your computer. Your computer is super powerful. Oh, yeah. It can be calculated in several seconds. Now we can go to results. to see out to finish the visualization, right? Visualization. Now, adoption has some requirement for this contours. Yeah. We hope the model is undeformed, and without showing elements. Undeformed without showing elements. So how can we do that? Click this one, hold, and then plug contours on undeformed shape. And then we can go to this common option, no edges. Good. Yeah, it looks maybe a little bit different from adoption model, whatever. And yeah, we should also adjust the maximal and the minimal limit of the contour value, the Mrs. value, Mrs. stress value, and we also need to make the contours more smoothly. Yeah, we can adjust it so that this here. Yeah, continues, contour intervals continues. This one, yeah, it's not like this one continues. That's good. We can also change the limits, maximal and minimal error. Yeah, we can give a value by ourselves. Just make the contours look better. For me, I 3300 and 360. Yeah, that's good. Do you have any problem? You have any hard time in this kind of? If it's hard, if you have, and I can go to your place and help you. Now, I'm not sure whether my simulation value is right, so I think don't worry about that. Yeah, actually, adoption has a very high requirement for the contours output or result output. You need to make the background clean, make the background to be white looks good, right? How to do that? Just view part, view, graphic options, and solid white. That's good. And then we need to go to the output, result output. Let me have a look. The adoption want. The adoption want to the result. Failed output on the slot, stripes, component, S22. And this is a very detailed steps of this part, and it's a little bit different from adoption. Here you can select these parameters, these values directly, but in our part, you should click, right click, and to select what you want. Without output, yeah, you also need to select the points and the crop values. Yeah, we hope to output the stress in this area. Now stimulation, we hope output the points in this lab. Yeah, what we do? We need to do is to click column here. Hero information. First hero information and row values. Here and the program should be node. And right click, edit the visible columns. We here on what we need. I think what we need is part instance, curry, ori, cars, and stress. Mrs. Stress is among others. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Fly. And then we should select the points here. Yeah, you may find it sometimes really hard to get the point one by one. You can turn on the pages and select. You can also zoom in. Click Control and Alt and roller. Make a roller. Zoom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the points are here. And then we need to drag to file. And select your folder. Okay. That's good. You can come back to check the values. Here. Yes, every time I run to the file, because I want to select the part instance, ori, cars, and stress. We're doing all the information. I don't know why but it doesn't matter because you can get what you want in your work. Get what you want. Yeah, if you cannot see these options, your menu here, you can open it. How to open it? Just here, wheel, 2 bars. Wheels. Now it's good, and if you want to make your counters or images more beautiful, you also need to adjust this kind of markers here. You can change or revise the markers here in the wheel part, wheel annotation options, wheel part. Annotation options. You can just select what you want here. No, it's all in this class. I have made a video for this one. If you didn't follow me and just watch this video. And you can also email me if you need any information and something after that. Oh, thank you so much. Good. Thank you. It's a practice of my first class. I think not bad. Yeah.